Hi ladies, this is Chrystelle from Vintage Chrystelle at YouTube and Chrystelle at Etsy.com, and I thought that I would show you the type of things that I currently have or will be putting in my shop. And for a change of pace, I just thought I would do that. So here is a collection of books that are German. They're German language, but they are books that are by both German and American authors, and they make a really great craft room or house decor item, but also if you're daring enough to take them apart, these are actually better books, and I don't usually do that. Then you can use them in your artwork and your collage. Or just, like what I would do is, what I normally do is scan pages if I wish to use them in some type of artwork or collage, and I use those scanned pages, and I use a good type of linen heavyweight paper to copy things onto, so that and something that's acid free so that it will last and not age or fox, as they say in the book business. But I put this decor on here, put a stamp tag, and put this book belongs to book plates in each of these books. Now that's just one type of thing I would have. Another thing, here is a 1946 desk diary that is empty, and so that makes a really great ephemera item of interest. Here's something that's currently listed in my shop, Chrystelle, and it's a vintage church hymnal. So it's got Christian songs, and you can also scan, or what I have done is I've scanned and then either cut out sections or make punches using say a Martha Stewart or Making Memories punch, and use them as a background, perhaps put a bird on the line of musical notes. Here's an interesting vintage dog care book, and it's got some great artwork in it. Really great vintage graphics for your art use. There's a chart of dogs and the foot of the dog. I hope I'm staying in camera. So for you dog lovers, that's a great thing, and for you people who love vintage graphic art. Here's I normally have quite a few children's books. Sometimes there are state textbooks that say discarded or discontinued, and that makes me sad because I remember as a child loving those really bright and interesting. This one has the Three Bears and Red Riding Hood, so it's got some really great stuff for you to either read to the kids, read yourself if you're in the nostalgic mood, or to use in your artwork. Here's a Kate Greenaway book, and it has her vintage illustrations, and most of you are familiar with her beautiful artwork. So that's the type of stuff I have in books. I have textiles, like this Just lost the idea in my mind of what that's called. It starts with an H. Type of embroidery, a vintage hand crocheted collar, an Asian scarf. I do not know what that says. Maybe you can tell me. Something I normally have is flashcards, and these are really some terrific ones because they're large. Scooter. That's what made me want to be a Vespa girl. Swing and string, something all of us scrapbookers and artists need. I have normally we'll have some type of vintage playing cards, and right now I have sets of card and game lots, but this particular set is fantastic, I think, for altered art books. The King and Queen and Jack are so, the illustrations are so beautiful. If you get a good view of that, and not my bad hands. So I will have my tickets, my vintage, really vintage globe tickets for carnival tickets, and I have several colors in those. Gotta watch my time. And I may be over, I'm not quite sure. Vintage cookbooks with pamphlets and cookbooks, and I will have quite a lot of nice vintage little sets in there, and you can use those in your artwork, and perhaps, like I did, use it in your if you want to make a mini cookbook like I did. Here are some more vintage children's books. Cowboys. Great book. Great illustrations. All their chaps and all their tack and gear. And this is a Christian vintage nursery class book, but for spring. But it has some really great music and photo art. I think these are really cool. Mom. So I'm going to, I forgot to set my time, so I'm going to cut this one and then I'll continue with another film. Thank you.